Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 13 of the Dark Souls 2 version 1.0 full playthrough, not necessarily a walkthrough. In this section of the playthrough, we're going to go through Drangleic Castle, which you can see in the distance here, although it doesn't make much geographic sense, as you'll see later on. But that's our mission. This is going to be a longer video. There are 2 bosses within Drangleic Castle. There's a lot to do, a lot to adventure, lots to see. And yeah, we're going to get right to it. So I'll show you my stats. Currently level 110 with 879,000 soul memory, 41 vigor, 35 endurance, 14 strength, 14 vitality, sorry, 4 attunement, 20 strength, 22 dex, 18 adaptability, 3 intelligence, 6 faith. And I'm using a Saintier spear plus 3 right here. And then I have the stone ring, ring of the evil eye plus 1, life ring plus 1, and ring of blades plus 1. I'm going to try to buy some arrows, but I forget who sells them. Does Leningrad sell arrows? It's not the end of the world if I don't get them. It just makes things a lot easier. He sure does. Cool. And then let's just do the cool 100. And then, can I reinforce my bow? Yeah. I need souls.
I'll be around.
Okay, it should be enough. So we're not going to, like, change to a bow build or anything like that, but we just want to be able to shoot enemies. This is really going to come in handy more for Shrine of Amana than anything. Ooh, lightning bow. Yeah, that's good. Let's level up the lightning bow. Okay. Cool. Change that out. Very cool. Alright, so Drangleic Castle. Oh, we also got to change the arrows we're using. Drangleic Castle is accessed through the Shrine of Winter. However, you cannot enter the Shrine of Winter unless you have all 4 great souls, or old souls. Basically, you have to kill the Rotten, you have to kill Lost Sinner, you have to kill Dukesteer Freya, and you also have to kill Old Iron King. So you need to collect their souls, and then the Shrine of Winter will open. Alternatively, you can gather, I think it's 2 million soul memory. Hang on. Shrine of Winter. Yeah, old souls from the Primal Bonfires. 1 million. So if your soul memory reaches 1 million, which is actually probably going to be close to by the time you kill those 4 bosses. So soul memory is this number right here, where it's 899,499. If that reaches 1 million, you're able to enter the Shrine of Winter without the old souls. Okie doke. So, no, this is all these keep. So from this bonfire in the Shaded Woods, we're going to go through the left path. And then this will lead to... Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, the gang's all here. Oh, the gang's all here. Oh my good God in heaven. We're dead. We're gonna die. Oh, that was close. Anyway. Shrine of Winter take 2. That was absurd. All right. So, an easy way to reach soul level or soul memory 1 million soul memory. I was going to say soul memory 1 million, but they're not exactly levels. An easier way to reach that is to start the game, descend down the well, go through the gutter, go through Black Gulch, and then just keep fighting the Rotten over and over using Bonfire ascetics on the hidden bonfire near the boss. It is the quickest boss to farm souls off of. I think it rewards like 70k or something like that, or 75,000. It's something good. So you could just keep doing that and then do like 10 or 11 times, something like that. Mixed with a couple other things, and you'll reach 1 million, no problem. But all you gotta do is just approach it, and as long as you have either the 4 old souls or 1 million soul memory, you'll be able to enter. Now, what's interesting is like the Shrine of Winter has these reliefs or etchings, but you can't read them, and they don't really say anything. In fact, they're the same. It's the same 2 on both sides, so it's a weird little decoration. This right here, this 3-headed snake thing, this will transport you to Frozen Elium Lois, which is the 3rd DLC area, if you have the DLC installed, or if you're playing Scholar of the First Sin. You do need a key to enter it, though, which is the Frozen Flower, and you get that in Drangleic Castle. It's actually one of the only, I think it's the only DLC key item that's just like out in the open that doesn't really require you to do much. The other 2 are somewhat hidden. Okay, so now we're on the other side of this rubble, and it's like it's one of my complaints, but I think it's a valid complaint. All the Shrine of Winter is doing is preventing you from climbing over this rubble. Like, because the game doesn't let you climb over rubble, you got to go through the Shrine of Winter, which requires you to kill the 4 most powerful beings in the game. I don't know why they couldn't just decorate that differently, or just not have rubble there. Like, just do something else. You know, I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, we have a Hide Knight here, who... Hide Knights in Dark Souls 2, you can just, in vanilla, you can just like walk past. I think in Scholar, when you kill Dragonrider, the boss in Hyde's Tower of Flame, I think they all become active and hostile. But in vanilla, they're just here. So we can challenge them. They have the weirdest hurt boxes on their weapons. Like, they just suddenly become active, even though they're not really swinging. They're like readying a swing and they become active. But in any event, you get the Hide Lance from that one. And then we're going to go through this tunnel. And when we come out the other side, see Drangleic Castle's right there. We're going to go through this tunnel, and then Drangleic Castle is going to be right in front of us. So, like, ta-da, we're here. Oh my god. What the hell? So yeah, it seemed like it was far away in the distance, but we just turned this corner and we're here. So I don't know, some weird placement, but nice. Whoa, a slab. Damn. All right, so the Maiden in Green is here. We can speak with her.
But none that
So she just sort of gives you a little bit of story, tells you to, the castle's isolated, tells you to proceed, which we will do. Now, as we approach the door, things will start coming to life. It's not exactly explained why that is, but that's the way it goes. So Drangleic Castle, I think, is a really well-designed place. These 2 mastodons are going to be our first challenge. But there's archers in the distance there, and they will just sort of wreak havoc. So you have to be careful. This goes a little bit easier if you're a caster. But actually, since we have this bow... Yeah, it's not... It's helping. This wasn't my original plan. This is not why I purchased all the arrows and upgraded the bow. I really did that for Shrine of Amana and to maybe snipe a couple of enemies here. Right, that's one. This guy turns around. Wow. Bad spot. Alright. Cool. The Mastodon leggings. Alright, so the really interesting thing about Drangleic Castle is you'll see these iron golems near some braziers. And typically there are enemies near them. So what you want to do is you want to kill an enemy near the brazier, and then you'll notice that the soul... Oh, God. You'll notice... Oh, shit. You'll notice that the soul goes into the golem, which causes the golem to take action. And it'll typically take action with whatever's in front of it. So if you see an iron golem, you want to try to kill something near it, and then the soul will go inside. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these guys are infinitely spawning. Okay. Yep. So the door opens. It takes a really long time for that to happen, but as long as you activate the two golems, the doors will open. Check to see if there's treasure over here. I don't think there is, but you never know. Check the other side, too. I believe once the doors open, everything stops spawning. And Drangleic Castle is really like the first instance... Oh, hello. Drangleic Castle is really the first instance of like major New Game Plus changes, in my opinion. So there's an NPC here named Wellager. And Wellager is sort of the steward of Drangleic Castle, and he's this ghostly figure right here. Is Chancellor Wellager, I think is his name? Anyway, he sort of like forgets who he is. He doesn't know where the king has gone. He really doesn't realize he's dead even. He's a pretty cool NPC. But he was King Vendrick's steward, sort of. Talks about what he did. He crossed the ocean in search of a prize for the queen, which is the throne. But he brought back with him the dark. And so he doesn't, like, still doesn't really know who you are. Yeah, Chancellor Wellager. So you get that this one's me, gesture, and then you can buy stuff from him. Now, the reason I bring up the New Game Plus changes is because Wellager his dialogue changes on New Game Plus. On New Game Plus, he like begins to remember who he is. Am I talking out my ass? Is that like... I just have that in my memory. Chancellor Wellager. Okay, so... After you kill the giant lord boss, he gives the royal dirk and espada ropera. His inventory expands on New Game Plus Plus. Maybe his dialogue doesn't change. Maybe it's just his inventory that changes on Plus Plus. Okay, maybe I just misremembered that. I know I complain about Factual Life a lot, and I'm about to do it again. I was on this page and I wanted to open up a new tab, so I hit Control-T. And instead of opening up a new tab, it full screened their random stream they have playing. I don't get it. I don't get this website and why it's so covered in advertisements to the point where it's doing stuff like that. Anyway, Chancellor, Wellager, Dialogue, New Game Plus. Okay, so, yeah, maybe it's not his dialogue. The wiki dot. Okay. Never mind. It's just his inventory that expands. Never mind. Sorry about that. I really thought that it changes. So, in Scholar of the First Sin, there will be a double pursuer fight here. I don't think anything appears here. Yeah. Although that could be after you kill the Giant Lord. Pursuer. They made a lot of pursuer changes in Scholar, and he appears all over the place and really is a pursuer. On New Game Plus, 2 pursuers appear in Drangleic Castle, so that is not a Scholar change. Okay, so he's here in Vanilla, but only on New Game Plus. Okay, very good. So yeah, you fight 2 of them on New Game Plus. All right, so that's sort of like the foyer entrance area. And now we have a couple of choices of where to go, so we need to start exploring. So just like how outside things kind of started coming alive, the same is going to happen inside. That was a good set of damage there. The stun off that last hit of the Saint-Tier Spear is like really annoying. Okay, good. Got him. Got him! Incredible world design, Dark Souls 2. Fucking empty room. Alright, so these doors don't open. How dare you? What are you attacking now? Okay. So I'm not mistaken, there's going to be something in this room. Yep. He's got a friend, too. Okay. Cool. So there's going to be a ladder here. This goes down. And then we're going to find a bonfire. Open up this door here. Inside will be the bonfire. All right. You're going to become familiar with this bonfire as you play this game. All right. So, through here, this is a king's door. This is an exit. Yeah, we need to produce a symbol of the king. I think in Scholar there's enemies in this little room, but in any event, we don't have the symbol of the king yet. We don't have the king's ring. But this room is far more important. This room is different in Scholar. No, maybe not. I feel like there's enemies in the middle of the room in Scholar. But in any event, we have these hoplites. And you'll notice that there are 2 stone golems in the back. So we need to get souls into them. But then there's 6 doors. And these doors open the same way as the iron golems, that you need to kill an enemy near the door, and then the soul will enter the door and open it. This door right here is the main path. However, there's a lot to do to get through this, because there are also enemies behind most of the doors, and they are the bosses of Lost Bastille. I can't remember their names. In any event, these hoplites come to life. Luckily, though, with a Santier Spear, they die real quick. So what we're going to do is we are going to kite this one back here. And then these stone golems, all they actually do is light the room. Still very helpful, though. All right, so... yeah, these guys. So what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to kill them without aggroing other hoplites. It's really important that we do that, because we don't want this room to get out of control. And I don't think these guys possess a soul that will open a door or light a torch, so you're better off just killing them like normal. But just try not to fight them near any hoplites. Alright, I'm not going to attack. I'm going to let my stamina replenish. Whew. Wow, cheap. I could be mistaken about the soul thing, but I'm just not going to chance it. Okay, very good. So that's that. There's nothing in here. That's okay. So not all of these hoplites come to life. Well, at least in Scholar, they don't all come to life. Something may... oh, shit. Why does he have a lot more health now? Oh, it's because his shield became active. Right. Ha! Holy shit, you two. I might be dead. Yeah, this room gets dicey. Ow. Holy shnikes, dog. No, I didn't want you both to die here. It's okay. We have a lot more chances. There's going to be a flex... no, they're not Flexal sentries. I don't know what their names are. Flexal sentries are the big dudes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I had an itch. Suck. You suck. Weak, pathetic fool. Shao Kahn, they don't make bosses like that anymore. Dude literally talk trash to you. He literally told you sucked. Like verbatim, you suck. And he pointed at you and laughed. Don't make me laugh. What a gangster of a boss. Shao Kahn, ladies and gentlemen. Mortal Kombat 2. What? Dark Souls 2, baby. Alright. So... okay, this one's lit. Ferrous Lockstone. Alright, so behind this door is an entrance to Chasm of the Deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to work on this side first. So I'm going to weaken this guy a lot. Get him down to one hit. Then get him over here. Light up the room. And then I'm going to weaken this guy, and then we're going to bring him near the door. Yeah, he just looks cool. I believe there's another knight in here. Yep. I need to. Whew, I'm glad I didn't take damage there. That was a little touch and go. How dare you? Yeah, I kind of had no idea what was going on right there. I'm gonna back up, play this safe. Okay. Whew. Almost done. See, this is one of those ideas that I think Dark Souls 2 like doesn't get enough credit for. Is like really creative ways of doing things that are just different. Like they really don't mess with it much anymore. Like opening a door by killing an enemy, like I don't know, whoa, dude. Yo, holy shit. That was next level bitchy right there. What was that about, bro? Okay, he's in there. I'm not trying to fuck with him. Yeah. Have you ever seen a stone run that fast? The answer is no. That was bonkers insane. I'm like too close to that other door for comfort. Shit. I forgot those were still there. I'm gonna reset this. I do believe that they like go back to normal. Like they go back to their stone position. They don't. fuck! That sucked. I heard him come out of the room. What's weird is I killed him, but he didn't open the door. It could have been because I died at the same time. So you're about to see why this really sucks. We're going to be here for a minute. Everything respawns. Now the door opens? Did that door seriously just open? Son of a bitch. I said it. I said everything respawns, and I didn't take... Jesus Christ, I didn't take my own advice. Why did the door open now? Buddy, what are you doing? Whatever. Oh, that was good of you. I might be dead. Wow, I survived. That was unnecessarily close. Trying to think of how I want to play this. I think we just got to do the same exact rotation. That door is 100% open. So the real bummer is that there's a chest that we haven't opened. Yo! What the hell was that about, dude? Why is it both? Why is it both? Rolled into a wall. Okay, I believe I just saw the other one go back into its room. Yeah, it did. So it just means we have to fight this one in this literal corner here. So why am I back to mid-rolling? Is this bow heavier or something? I literally just noticed that I'm back to mid-rolling. That was greed. That 100% was greed. 71%. Is it the arrows? No. You son of a bitch. What's making me 1% heavier than I was earlier? I was at like 68% at some point. Dark Souls 2 damage right there. Fucking rolled through that with the quickness. I took the damage after I came out of the roll. You literally can't make this game up. Like, it's like in The Force Awakens when they're... Whoa, hello. When they're talking to Han about the Jedi, and he's like, it was real, all of it. Like, yeah, this game had bullshit. All of it. It's real. Anybody who says otherwise is lying to you. Okay. I, like, literally need to run away from this thing to heal. Wow. I can't believe I actually dodged that. Ugh. All right. I respect you. I respect you. Okay. Why am I heavier? Is it the ring? It's the ring. I don't believe it. Okay. The ring of all things. Okay. So. Yep. Ah! Whoa! Whoa! What room did you just come out of? Can't stand that move. We can roll a little bit quicker now. Come on. Fucking tracking. to go near there yet. That was a late roll. Surprised I didn't take mad damage from that. Yeah, I knew I was taking damage from that. Fucking hit square. Okay. They came out of the far room? Damn. All right. I really hate that this is taking quite literally twice the amount of time that it really should, but it does sometimes. All right, so we have one more sentry or whatever to deal with. It's in the back left room, which is the room that we like really need to be in. Okay. Very good. Okay, so now we're like basically back to where we were. Okay. We open the last door. Right, there's no like, you know, mini boss behind it. Okay, great. So, our final challenge is this fucking guy. Come here. Now imagine doing this with a weapon that degrades. Like, imagine doing this entire thing and basically just having to spam repair powder the entire time. Like, that's not fun. Shit. What just came after me? Somebody just shot a crossbow at me. At least that's what it looked like. I just realized I also got rid of my Chloranthy ring at some point. Yeah, my Ring of the Evil Eye was the Chloranthy ring. I need to bring the Chloranthy ring back. Do it after I kill these things. Okay. This house is clear. Okay. So, this is a pit. Now, there's a bonfire here, which is extraordinarily helpful. But if I'm not mistaken, one of those weird things from No Man's Wharf is also down here. At least it is in Scholar. You get the Faram set, which I probably don't have enough to wield. Faram set is heavy. Yeah, no. It's way too heavy. Okay, I guess not. Anyway, here's Darkdiver Grandahl. He finally introduces himself, and he asks, do you want to abandon your covenant and join the Pilgrims of Dark? We could say yes. And then upon doing so, he will open up this portal for us. We get the Abyss Seal. So now we're the Pilgrim of the Dark, and the chasm beckons us. So we can enter this portal and do the first of 3 Dark Chasms of the Abyss. We're not going to do that. Main purpose here was just to unlock that bonfire and to get that for later. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go back upstairs. The only way to do that is to warp. You'd think they put a ladder there, but no. I guess they really wanted to play into the Chasms of the Abyss being super, super hidden, which is fine. But we're just going to proceed and actually get through the rest of the castle. So we are literally just going to run. The frozen flower will be in this room. If you're playing Scholar, I believe it's on a corpse like right here. Okay. So yeah, I believe the frozen flower is literally right here, and that will bring you to frozen Elium Lois. Or it's the key to frozen Elium Lois, so you want to bring that to Shrine of Winter. Okay. It's hard to tell like what is a statue, what isn't a statue. All right. Cool. So we have this really big acid pit. And the acid pit will degrade our gear. So we'll deal with that momentarily. First, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to come over here. Let's see. Yeah, this room has a lot of masks. They shoot poison, so you just want to like do your best to avoid that. Yeah, I know that sounds obvious, but you do. Okay. And then alright, so this room sucks. Like straight up sucks. Basically, we have these royal knights, and then there's an archer in the distance that's like trying to mess our day up. And it can be successful. Yep. Don't follow it. That guy will come back to haunt us. Rest assured. Try our best to just get this one's attention. That, of course, gets the other one's attention too, because why not? Gotta be very careful here, because that other one knows what we're up to. So just try to dispatch this guy really quick. See ya. Alright. You don't want to go near that painting. That painting is cursed. And that's kind of your clue that the queen is not who she says she is when we meet her momentarily. Okay. So yeah, if you go near this painting, we start to get cursed. So it's really just to tell that, like, hey, something wrong with the queen. The Nameless Usurper. Always forget about this dude. Excuse me. Much easier to fight him in here rather than, like, on the catwalks. So he's got a dirk. He can do some damage. He thinks he's bad. am trying to be a little bit mindful of the soldier outside because I don't want him to get any ideas and to follow us. Unfortunately, I don't think you can curse this guy. Like, I don't think you, like, bait him into the painting or anything. Okay. Okay. What's that? Oh, please, dog. See ya. Although, I guess not. Anyway. There is a very difficult to see ladder right here. This is very important because this leads you to a bonfire, although it's hidden. Because why not? Fake wall right there. Alright, so we're going to light it. We're not going to rest at it because we still have work to do. Alright. So we're back in the acid pit. We're back near the acid pit, I should say. Ow. Who the hell was that? Oh, okay. So, what we're going to do... Oh my god, there's one upstairs still. Where did you come from? Oh, he's the one that I knocked down, who didn't die all the way. You don't die right. Guess he's dead now. Okay. So that one's dead. All right. So the acid pool. I want to give a shout out to somebody that I gave a shout out to in the previous video because he watched my Scholar of the First Sin playthrough and made some really good observations that I totally missed. So let's go to my comments and I'm just going to search Santier. Jeff Hoon made a comment about 3 weeks ago talking about how I wasted stats after creating breaking the Santier Spear. Wasting stats, putting them into strength and dex because they don't scale. Or this weapon doesn't scale with those. But he also said that jumping into this acid pit with all the gear, knowing that it was going to break, was dumb. He didn't say dumb, but I'm going to say dumb. And he's right. So if we just unequip it, we don't have to worry about it. Especially with the Santier Spear, because the Santier Spear can't break. It's already broken. Alright. I mean, all that for Corrosive Urn is not worth it, but what are you going to do? Still, if you just take off your gear, you don't have to worry about it breaking. So thank you very much, Jeff, for pointing that out. I'm a dummy for not realizing it. Do wish there were loadouts. That would help a lot. What armor was I wearing? It was red. No. Wasn't that? No. Wasn't that either. The hell is I wearing? Well. Aren't there Faram boots? There they are. No, it's going to give me a mid-roll. Whatever, that's fine. Okay. These Royal Knights are still here. They dropped into the acid bath. How are they alive? Well, anyway. Okay. So, what we're going to do, because... No, I guess we still have 10 flasks. I was going to say, let's rest at the bonfire, but we don't need to. Alright, we can meet the queen. And if you speak with her, she'll tell you she, you know, whatever. It's a weird story with the queen. It's odd that she's, like, so far in the distance, and also you can't kill her. She's not real. But we know from the painting that she's not all she says she is. But even though she's, like, an extremely minor character, she ends up playing a monumental role in the story. I mean, she has an important role in the story, don't get me wrong, but she just ends up, like, showing up at the end of the game, and you're supposed to be like, oh my god, what? But it's just stupid. Like, I don't like the way she's handled at all. Okay. So... okay, maybe that's a scholar thing, or maybe they... The reason I became human there is because there's a summon for this boss fight, but I guess not. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's by the bonfire and they just moved it. It's a archer, I think. It helps a lot on this fight. Okay, guess not. All right, so this boss fight is the double Dragonrider. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's 2 Dragon Riders. One is an archer. And it's not fun. It's a colossal pain in the ass of a boss fight. One of them is going to be up on a ledge and you can't see him while you're focusing on the other. So, good luck. It's just a frustrating boss fight. Hopefully we can one-shot it because we have a strong weapon. But yeah, one's up there. The other one's down here. Ow. Let my stamina replenish a little bit. I forgot to re-equip my rings. Yeah, this is fun, right? This is an interesting boss fight. This is really, really interesting and cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Elden Ring is guilty of this. Like, Elden Ring sometimes has you fight, like, 2 Erdtree Burial Watchdogs at the same time. But, like, you can at least turn those on each other. You can't do that here. Like, there's no crystal darts for the double Dragonrider. And granted, maybe they had to make... Like, maybe they had to have that idea in order to... Like, maybe they had to have this idea in order to have the other idea. You know? Maybe. If you want to be generous. This is just annoying. Because now it's just keep away. And, like, not gonna lie to you, the final boss fight of this game, or one of the final boss fights of this game, is this. It's just kiting and trying to get a pot shot in or two, and like praying to God you're far enough away to like not eat a hit. Like that's the whole thing. And like getting hard, oh my God, getting hard stuck to drink is just so obnoxious. Especially because, you know, the computer, the AI reads your input or detects the animation. So like when you attempt to drink, it's going to run after you. So it just makes the fight annoying. Like, it does nothing else but make the fight annoying. Like, this isn't challenging. This isn't interesting. It's just annoying. A bit of a greedy hit. See what I mean? Like, I press square, and it runs after me. We almost got it, but it's just attrition. It's just a battle of attrition. Nothing else. He only needs one more hit. This is greedy. Okay. And, like, there's no trade-off here. Like, the first Dragonrider fight, you know, you have the ability to knock it off the ledge. And so there's a dimension to that fight. You have a choice of how to kill it. Here, it's just try to keep them in front of you. Like, that's the whole fight, is just try to keep them in front of you and pray for the best. Granted, the black one seems to be a fair bit weaker, but who knows? I don't know. I hate that fight. It's not fun. All right. So, we're here at the bonfire. And then Benhart of Jugo should have showed up. Oh boy. Wikidot is kind of dead. NPCs. Benhart of Jugo. Okay, so apparently we missed something with Benhart. We forgot to talk to him after we opened up the path. We were better off doing this from Majula, because as soon as I open this, everybody's going to come to party. This game is insane. The way he holds the weapon out after the failed swipe, or after the final swipe, is just, like, absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Alright, so
Name's Ben. I'll repeat.
should give us joy.
I said through. I said through.
Alright. So now let's go back to Drangleic Castle, and he should be at that bonfire. Although, I should really spend these souls. Yeah, let's go to Majula real quick. Could you level at bonfires in Dark Souls 3, or did you have to go see the Firekeeper? I feel like you had to see the Firekeeper. Now she's bored. She thinks she's cute. All right. So now Benhart. This is another thing that I don't fully understand about Dark Souls 2 is why show this? This only happens when you get to Drangleic Castle. It shows you the other bonfire areas from the rest of the game. I don't understand that. And I don't think it's a bug because I remember that happening in Scholar as well. Like it starts to give you an idea of like how much left there is or how much of the game is left. And I don't think you should do that. Like you should keep the mystery, you know? There he is. Hello, Benhart. Maybe he was the one that I was supposed to be able to summon.
King's gone.
Nope. He's for the next boss.
This land is a king. The land. King.
All right. Cool. So, we have a couple of options here. We can go this way. Deal with the royal... Okay, there's somebody behind me, I guess. Hello? What? I mean, if it's a crossbow, it's a crossbow, but still. I know where it is. That's fair. It's completely fair. All right, don't go that way. That's actually... I was going that way to show you that that's actually an exit. So our only real choice is here. And we'll come back around to that and deal with that sniper. All right. So this door is locked, but there's a big old ladder. This contraption doesn't work yet. So there's a big old ladder here. What a thrill. Snake Eater. All right. So this room is interesting. You open this door and drop down into the room for reasons. So you have a door over there, but then you also have these dudes. So unfortunately, like the whole side comes alive at once, which, you know, is just so much fun. All right. Ow. God damn it. So, as always, you want to try to kill them near the golem. Okay, great. So, this golem coming alive is very important. It doesn't unlock this door. Instead, what it does is it affects something outside. What it affects is a bigger exit. So you hear it opening now. And that exit is actually this elevator. So without activating that golem, that elevator doesn't work. So now we can go through this door. I mean, you could have done it anyway, but yeah. All right, and then what we're going to encounter here, I believe, are people that come out of the walls. I do believe that's here. Maybe that's a scholar thing? I could have sworn that was in this castle. This castle is a creature of chaos. Maybe not. Kite this chime. It's actually a decent chime. And the old knight hammer. So what bothers me about this room is that you like fall into it via a door, but like that door doesn't make any sense. Like, who puts a door here? Like, why design it that way? It just doesn't make any sense. A lot of Dark Souls 2 for me is if you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I feel like Dennis Reynolds when Charlie writes his speech, and all Dennis can say is, "This doesn't make any sense." Like, that's how this feels. Okay, so it looks like on Scholar there's an Executioner's Chariot here, or at least the horse. Doesn't seem to be that way in Vanilla, which is fine. I just did not know that. So I'm trying to see if there's a way. So we have Alon Archers up there. Unexplained why there's Alon Knights here, of all knights. I mean, I'm not about to deal 11 damage to these things over and over and over. I'll deal 119. Ow. Not good. What did that do? Did shit for damage. Oh, God. Please drink. Okay. Take that. Okay. Okay. All right. Fire great arrow. Don't forget to go back to the other side and open the other chest. And we're not done in this room. We still have to deal with the Mastodon and the 2 Royal Knights. Is this also a booby trap? No. Firestorm, great spell. I'm not sure if it's strong in Dark Souls 2, but it's a fan favorite. Can I get you to dance? What about you? But Mr. Mastodon's going to come over here. Because that makes a ton of sense. I mean, it's Boogie Oogie. I don't care. Whoops, 2-hand. Oh, I know, you're big and strong. See, like, I mashed square the entire time he was dying, and it only started drinking, like, well after he was dead. It's like stuff like that where this game is just, like, frustrating. Straight up frustrating. Like, why isn't that other guy like, I'm happy I'm only fighting one-on-one, but why isn't the other guy doing anything? It's like the AI just dies. What is this? Fight me? Yeah, I got a little greedy there. I'll be the first to tell you that. What? What is happening now? Like, all of a sudden it's blocking? What the fuck? Yeah, die a violent death. Thank you so much. Alright. I prefer it when it's an Executioner's Chariot in Scholar. That was just annoying. Oh. Hello. That was a mean trick. Alright. So. This is bad. Okay. So up here is where the action actually is. So you have 3 Elan archers here. This just blows. So I don't actually see any treasure here. Yeah, in Scholar, there's a treasure chest up here. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's just a brutal challenge. It doesn't make any sense. I think in Scholar, there's either 1 Elan Knight up there. I'm actually going to look. I'm going to look what's up there, because I know they changed that encounter. I have my Scholar playthrough up. I'm looking. Right, Executioner's Chariot in that room. It's gargoyles. It's a gargoyle up there. 1 gargoyle, 1 archer. So yeah, you can cut the archer down real fast. And then there's 1 gargoyle. So they, like, completely modified that challenge. The reason I don't care is because it leads you back here anyway. Like, that is the exit from before. So, if we came over here, like, it's 20,000 souls, so it's not nothing, but all it is it leads you back here. It's like, my souls are going to be up here. So, like, we literally just avoided a shortcut. Like, that's it. I'm not concerned. If this was like an actual walkthrough, I would probably go back, but it's not, so I'm not. Okay, so we can activate this elevator and go all the way up the tower. And we're going to get a really interesting key. We're going to get the key to the embedded. The key to the... Actually, you know what? I probably should go back because I think I missed room. I think I missed a treasure room. I did. I'm going to go back. I'll go back. Three Elan archers on a rooftop. That's a good idea. Like... Can I open this door? Yeah, okay. Alright. So, in this room, we have this dude who has a keyhole for a face. And we need the key to the embedded to do something about it. So the key to the embedded comes later. I thought we were getting it here, but we need to use it here. So he's like bound in a really weird way with chains, and then there's a Milfinito inside this cage, this big bird cage. The Milfinito are an interesting race of people. They sing, and we'll find them in the Shrine of Amana. And I believe the key to the embedded is also in the Shrine of Amana. So we'll eventually come back here and rescue her, and then we'll be able to do something with her people. It's not a big quest line or anything, but it's still interesting. All right, key to King's Passage. The key to King's Passage opens up the door at the bottom of this elevator, and it allows us to fight the final boss of Drangleic Castle. All right, so because I'm a man of my word, we're going to climb the Snake Eater ladder again. I'm going to attempt to run past everything. I'm not going to fight everything again. Absolutely not. And if we end up like getting hard ganked, then I'm not going to bother. What a thrill. Like, who closes this door? You know what I mean? Also, there's no doorknob on that door. He's opening it from the inside out. With no doorknob, no handle, no nothing. Guy's the Keymaster from The Matrix Reloaded. Alright, I need you all to move. Why did I just jump? Okay. Anyway. Moving on. Could I open this in time? Okay. What is happening? All right. I understand that he's able to get here. I thought that was somebody else. I need to try to be fast about this. Because I don't know if the second one is coming. Ugh. Hornswoggle. Okay. I'm glad we came back. That was worth it. That was worth it. An Estus Flash Shard was worth it. Alright. So again, this leads you back to the bonfire. But what we're going to try to do, we're going to get after these souls. Oh boy, they see me. And then Mr. Royal Knight here is going to be a... Oh, nice. He played nice. Okay, great. Whew, we made it. Okay, we went back and got it. Cool. All right. Now it's time to boogie. We're going to fight a couple of, like, the coolest enemies in the game. Although this got changed dramatically. So this hallway was one of the first things shown in one of the first things shown for Dark Souls 2 was this hallway in particular. Now, unfortunately, things got downgraded. These Horse Knight enemies these Horse Knight enemies. Alright. I'll let one come after me. So these guys are mad cool. They use Twin Blades, one of the few enemies in the game that actually use a Twin Blade. And then they have, like, karate. Like, they are buck wild with it. So I'm going to let this guy, like, do his thing. Hopefully... Yep. So, like, he's got karate. Like, he can do flips. Not flips, but, you know, he's got some moves. He's got some moves. Look up the original gameplay reveal of Dark Souls 2. These guys look insane. Unfortunately, they got downgraded along with everything else. But yeah, they looked unbelievable. And it's sad what happened to them. It's sad what happened to Dark Souls 2. Scholar does its best to bring it back to what it was supposed to be, but it really doesn't come close. And it's impossible to come close when the lighting engine doesn't exist, when they had to downgrade all the models. Like, they really tried so hard with this game, but unfortunately, technology just didn't allow it to happen. Like, that's really the moral of the story with Dark Souls 2 is, like, it was so ambitious. Oh, nice, Twinkling Titanite. It was so ambitious, but unfortunately, it was just too much. All right. So, I am going to summon Benhart of Jugo. We're going to talk about the Mirror Knight. So, the Mirror Knight is a really interesting boss. Again, check out the original gameplay reveal of Dark Souls 2, and you'll see this boss in action. The Mirror Knight summons ads. However, very similar to Old Monk in Demon Souls, the ads that it summons are players. Now, we're playing 1.0. We're playing offline. It's going to be NPCs, but you can join a covenant and actually be part of this boss fight if you like during if you play Scholar of the First Sin. So this is one of the few fights that I'll like really try to summon help for because it just becomes a little unmanageable, and it's really meant to be like a much bigger fight. So yeah, you can tell that the frame rate is just not really having it. And Benhart's really helping. He's really doing a service here. Wow, Dark Souls 2. Wow, Dark Souls 2. Benhart's literally just standing there. What are you doing, guy? I mean, he'll help when, I hope he helps when the ad pops out. The AI of 1.0 NPCs is horrific. What did he even get hit by? What even hit you? Oh, the animation actually came out that time. All right, so here we go with the mirror. If you look closely, you can see somebody banging on it from the inside, and then they show up. So, luckily, it's not a player. So this is somewhat easier to manage. The guy does have a big-ass shield, though, which is not great for us. And Benhart's just getting annihilated. All right, so that's that. Go back to the boss. And that will happen, like, several times throughout the fight. So you really don't want this fight to get out of hand. Oh, my God, this frame rate is, like, hilarious. All right, so Benhart's dead. Big shock. He really just helps for that first little inkling of a challenge. Oh, God. Okay. I'm taking too long. He's going to summon again. What are you doing? Like, this is what the game was like in 2014. Like, I can't make it up. Like, the AI is just terrible. Everybody just does what they want. Looking Glass Knight. I said Mirror Knight. I think it's Mirror Knight in the reveal. And so that name has always been in my head. Oh, God. Uh-huh. Snooze. Yep, summon again. So now we have problems. So now it's 2-on-1. Isn't that fun? And, like, even though this is a very unique concept, well, I mean, they started it in Demon's Souls, but, like, it's a unique concept. Like, I like the way it happens. Like, somebody, like, pops out of the mirror, and, like, the game plays with that later on. Like, the mirrors become a thing in Aldia's Keep that you kind of have to, like, contend with. I'm guessing. Guessed wrong. I thought it was the blast. The mirrors become like a mechanic later on where like regular enemies come out of them, which is cool. But it's just like it sort of plays into the whole like Dark Souls 2's difficulty exists because they just give more enemies. They just have hordes of enemies. Like that's the difficulty of Dark Souls 2. And when you mix that with like shoddy hit, what did I hit? Like, oh my God, I can't even tell what's going on. Like, it's just like, yeah, add more things. That's how you make a game difficult. And it's like, no, like, Dark Souls is not difficult. I mean, it is difficult, but, like, difficulty comes from interesting encounters. Like, very rarely does... What? Very rarely... Oh, Jesus Christmas. Very rarely in Dark Souls 1 or 3 or Bloodborne or Elden Ring or Demon's Souls, very rarely is something difficult for the sake of being difficult. Okay, how did that not hit me? And again, the tracking is just out of this world. Like, Valley of Defilement is probably the one area in Demon's Souls that's like, yo, this is bullshit. Like, I hate this place. I want to go home. Oh, shit. This guy is rough. He does big boy damage. Oh, oh, come on. Wow, I can't. I'm honestly very surprised I dodged that. I'm really surprised I dodged that. Yeah. Please don't jump. Ugh, that was ugly. I got really greedy there. Okay, so that's the Looking Glass Knight. Cool death animation, like, unique. It's a really cool concept. And again, I wish it's something they would bring back again, like, try those online boss fights again. But yeah, so that's that. Before you step on the elevator... Yes, there's a chest here. Okay, so... After doing that... We get Soul Bolt, Spell Quartz Ring +2, and 3 Bonfire Aesthetics, which allows you to fight the boss a few more times if you like. So what we're going to do now is we're going to descend beneath the castle and beneath the bedrock of this mountain that the castle's built on. And we are going to visit one of the most beautiful areas in Dark Souls history, but also one of the worst areas in Dark Souls history. And it's called the Shrine of Amana. The Shrine of Amana is really cool. Like, it's just cool. It looks insane. There's a the Mil Finito sing, like almost the entire time you're there. It also has a boss that like grosses a lot of people out, but I think it's kind of cool. Yeah. So, break this. Grab that. And then if you'd like, you can light a torch. But again, this is a remnant of the old lighting engine. This is probably supposed to be dark or something. You don't really need it, but, you know, they give it to you. Here we are. The Shrine of Amana. So we're going to tackle this next time, but it's quite something. It's like this whole underwater area. You can hear the Milfinito singing in that hut. It's tough, though. It's a challenge for the wrong reasons. The enemy placement is just out of control. I do wish it was better, but unfortunately it's not. But we'll get to it next time. So for now, let us go to Majula, level up, and we'll be done. Ugh. Man, it's crazy. Watching Scholar of the First Sin, like watching my playthrough, the game just runs so much better. Okay. And granted, I was playing it on a PlayStation 4.
To see light.
Or maybe a PlayStation 5 at this point. I recorded this a year ago, August 25th, 2021. So, playing on a PS5. Anyway, just runs a lot better. Okay. Estus Flash strengthened. Okay. Level up again. So we're going to go to 50 Vigor. That's the goal. Oh, we're only 1,000 off. Crack a soul for that. I'm going to guess that's 1,000. 5,000, okay. Okie doke. Cool. So, that's it for now. Next time we'll go through Shrine of Amana. Let me see what I did. Did I do Shrine of Amana plus the Crypt? I don't think so. I probably did the Crypt on its own. Yeah. Undead Crypt was its own thing. Undead Crypt takes a while. Okay, so next time we'll do Shrine of Amana. And you'll kind of see, like... I think it's where I gave up on Dark Souls 2 being a good Souls game and like a well-designed game back in 2014. I'm interested to see how it goes with my knowledge, but the like with my current knowledge of these games. But I know that the enemy placement was changed in Scholar, and I think it might have been changed through a patch, like before the DLC ever came out. But 1.0 was tough. 1.0 was very, very tough. Okay, but that's it for now. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 2 version 1.0, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.